Hey guys, and welcome to game number 82 out of my 100-game Revenge of the Mack series against the AI-powered Scrabble bot BestBot. We had quite an eventful game on Monday, to say the least. A tie at 395 to 395 really throws a wrench into the standings. We are now 44.5, 36.5, so spread now almost certainly will not be the deciding factor in this series, which I'm kind of happy about. We need 6 more games out of the last 19 to be wins in order to clinch victory. The bot is going to make it tough today, though, opening with Lionoid for 68, and we have no vowels, CDFJLSY. So not the ideal start we would have wanted. And yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to do here, because I don't have a whole lot. I don't want to be keeping a J down early, wanting to bingo. And I don't have, like, any good plays with the J. Is it possible exchanging this right here? I guess it's certainly possible. There's no E. I was really hoping for an E for Fjeld, F-J-E-L-D. I don't have an R for Fjord. I'm just trying to prove to you guys that I am actually capable of seeing those words, even though I know you guys like making fun of me for not being able to see Fjord and Fjeld. I am sometimes capable of seeing them. I might actually trade here. Like, what do I do? J is just awful. I can't keep 5 consonants. Joy is equally awful. Holy, C-O-L-Y? Cloy? No. I can't keep JDFS being down like this early. That's just too slow. I could maybe entertain the possibility of Flock. JY has some synergy, but not a ton. The S-hook for Flocks is potentially nice, though. Although it can be pretty easily taken out by any sort of underlap of Lionoid. And it's nice to leave the eye open for the double-double line as well. I think I'm leaning towards a trade here. Kind of like on Monday. I traded on Monday in the opening play, and the bot didn't like it. Here, I feel like I'm about to make a trade again that the bot or the computer doesn't like, but yeah, I'm not liking any of my moves here. All right, I'm going to trade. I'm going to keep, let's see, JFY definitely going back. I feel like the L's going back. Maybe SC. Yeah, SC is pretty good on an open board for 8s. I like that. Let's trade 5 here. Give me some good stuff. That is some good stuff. Exactly what the doctor ordered. That is about as good a draw as we could have asked. I immediately, never mind. I was going to say I see Lemniskai through the eye for 94, but that is not happening. Mon is an annoying play. It is good defensively. Should still have something. I mean, I'm certainly going to have stuff through this D. That might be where I end up having to go. Anything with... Well, see, the problem, though, is Mon actually doesn't take an S. Yeah, so I'd have to make this a D. Don't think I have anything. Almost medicine. Yeah, that is not looking like it makes an 8. I have stuff like non-crimes. And Crimson doesn't fit. Hold on, I must have something with the D, right? I just assumed I did, but maybe I don't? Yeah, I have endemics, okay. Wait, endemic takes an S, right? Yeah, it does, okay. Yeah, so probably just endemics, right? For 74. Lionoid doesn't take an S, guys, it's worth mentioning. It's an adjective. There's also stuff like Masonic here. 76. It's only 2 more, and it gives back a lot more. That can't be right. Unless, hold on, do I have anything ending in ICS? Because that would be worth it. Let's just go through the alphabet real fast here. Amnesic, cinemas. It shouldn't take too long, I don't think. There aren't that many 7s with this. Yeah, there really aren't, actually. Incomes, Masonic, Mincers. Yeah, I don't see anything there. Okay. So I think endemics it is. Seems reasonable to me. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Okay. Couple of duplicates here. Probably gonna want to try to play like Dag or Gotti to clear out the duplicates and get rid of the G. It's also Gadid, G-A-D-I-D, potentially. Bot plays Wud, makes sense. Usually if you can play Wud for a decent score, you should. I actually don't mind gadded here. It's a little risky, but I do have an A to play above the G. There's enough of a chance the bot doesn't have an A. Looks reasonable at first glance. 22 keeps a good leave. No blanks out anymore. Both have been played already pretty early. We're down 44, so we're not in a great position, but we're certainly not in a terrible position. I feel like gadded here is just too cautious. I mean, it's 4 less. There's already several A's gone. I think there's enough of a chance the bot doesn't have an A. And like even if it does, it's not guaranteed to have a massive word over here. It'd have to probably end in like a Y or a K to really crush me. So I think I'm inclined to play gadded here. Also leaves the lines open on the right, which could be nice, like maybe ending in ATE next to the EN of endemics, or ending in an E on the right here, because probably leaving bingo lines open at my slight deficit is a good thing here, all else being equal. I don't think Amu, Add, and Did make sense. Keeping GADIT, that's just clunky. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play gadded over here. Okay. Horntail, Acrolith. I feel like I have something here. Aerolith with an E. Anything with an S, G, or A? Those are my only tiles for 7s. That's not going to help me. Maybe not. Huh. Yeah, I don't think there's anything with an S. Almost Hailstorm or something. So I probably want to play here. Although, what? I don't have a word ending in AH. Nothing with a G, right? Almost Halation. Huh, this is actually kind of awkward. I don't really have a good play like I thought I would. Like, I can't even do this. Wow. I mean, this just doesn't feel like a good move, but might be right. These are the kind of leaves I absolutely detest, though, because like you're not bingoing that much, and when you don't bingo, you just have like no good plays usually. And it gets rid of my A to play above gadded too. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That just feels wrong. I guess I could play something here? Like what? This keeping AI doesn't feel particularly strong. This is crazy, right? Keeping the H? Maybe? I don't know. Wow. Another tough turn here, guys. Just not a lot of good options. Maybe I play Hoist. Save the A. Open some more 7s lines on the bottom. Maybe that's the move. I just AH. I mean, maybe AH is right. I don't know. LIROT. Just I feel like I'm not bingoing that much, even with that open S. But yeah, it's just if I don't draw a bingo, it's so bad. Anything from the R? Rialto keeping HR is another playable move. There's a lot of like okay options here. I don't know how to decide. This is a very annoying turn. Like there's a lot of mid 20-point plays that are solid, but there's nothing that stands out. These are the most annoying turns. I need to be careful about wasting too much time. I've already used almost half my time this game. Like if there was a word that I could play from the R that used the H, I would gladly do it, I think, but it just doesn't seem to exist. If there was a word here, obviously, that ended in the H or started like HOA something, I would gladly do it, but that doesn't seem to exist either. And I can't find a better play through the A than Harlot, which leaves AI, which I'm not that much of a fan of. Hyadal, but the H doesn't land on the double letter. That's too big a point sacrifice. Yeah, maybe Hoist is just correct here. I mean, it blocks the R, which isn't terrible. I don't love taking out the S, but it is nice to create lines for 7s potentially. ALR is fine. Yeah, I don't know here, guys. This is a very weird turn. I feel like this doesn't feel right, but nothing really feels right here of all the plays I saw. I just hope I'm not missing something obvious. But I've spent 3 minutes. I don't want to spend longer, so I'm going to play Hoist. And I'm going to draw well for it. I don't know if deservedly so, but I have drawn into Estrual Saluter. Estrel certainly plays on top of Hoist. Does... Ooh, that's annoying. Well, Saluter will still play on the bottom. That might actually be my only playable bingo now. Wow. Is that right? Yeah, the bot is really playing defensively this game. It's interesting. Yeah, MUR is no good. I can't play Saluter there. Can't play to the right of Endemics. Yeah, I think this has got to be it. Has some positional drawbacks, but it's the only bingo, so we got to do it. Okay, interesting draw. I don't hate it. I don't love it, though. Z is definitely good for scoring. But, X-Bomb. I forgot about the X-Bomb. Shoot. Yeah, Muck's over there. Well, it presumably wasn't a setup, but yeah, I forgot the X was that big a threat. Dang. All right. Back to being down like 50. I guess I probably just have to play Zeta on the right for 45, right? Keeping TVY. I don't want to. But what else? I mean, there's just no good plays on the bottom. TAY is not a word. The V can't do anything under there. I'm not going to play Tate keeping VYZ. Yeah, I have to just play Zeta. Hope for some vowels here and that the bot doesn't score too much on the bottom. Seems to be my only choice. That's honestly a pretty good draw. Well, the bot... if only Veracity fit, that would be nice, but it doesn't quite fit. All right, let's see here. We're down 40. This is not a good board to be down 40 on. The bot has been playing like so defensively. It's interesting with a very small lead. Maybe it just happens that the most defensive plays happen to be its best plays, because it feels like a small lead to be sacrificing to play defense with. I feel like I gotta play something here. Like, I'm not in a great spot here. I don't think I can afford to just stall, because I don't have a great scoring play. I mean, do I go crazy here and play Cavity, guys? I might. It's 32 points. I very well might do that. There's also the more tame option of Ivy. Trying to set up the Tivy hook, which is okay. I mean, it's not bad, honestly. But ACOT isn't that great a leave. I feel like the bot can then often just like play through the I. There's also a J out. I would not want it to have a Jivey. That would be really bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to play Cavity. It's definitely a lot higher risk. I could get crushed, but gets me more chances at the S or some better scoring tiles, puts on more pressure. I think being down, it's the right way to play this. I wish I could put like the V in the triple lane instead, so it would be a little less risky than a C. Yeah, keeping an O I don't hate here. The pool is pretty balanced. Some heavy consonants out. Yeah, all right, let's do this. Hope for the best. That is not good. Yeah, that is definitely not what we wanted. Okay. Well, I guess I did have a couple of good draws this game, so I can't complain too much. The bot plays Lancer for 27. And what are we going to do with this garbage? Vogie, probably? For 18? I wish I could score a bit more, but I got to get rid of some of these vowels. Yeah, I think that's pretty clear. Like, what else is there? Goop and Yep, keeping EEI, definitely not. Don't have a good play under Lancer. Can't play to this F or anything. Don't have a good play through the R. Yeah, I think Vogie is right. Not thrilled about it, but we'll see. Need a good draw here. That is not a good draw. I mean, now, well, yeah, I was hoping the bot didn't have QI there. I mean, my best chance now, honestly, guys, is probably if the bot just, like, gets starved for vowels. I don't know. I feel like I've got to go up here. I mean, this is a funny looking play. Look at this leave. Holy cow, that's so bad. It might be right. No, Apo's better, though, right? Apo's got to be better. Is it? I mean, Is it though? Because it gives back an easy spot to drop the J. I do not like that one bit for Joe. Although I guess there's Jun on the bottom. Yeah, this EEEO is just too bad. I think I have to do this. I could also end up drawing the J. So yeah, I think we play Apo. Like, I have to score points here. And I think our game plan is hope that the bot just, like, ends up in consonant hell, so to speak. The problem with that is I'm going to have to draw more vowels, which is not great. But all the more reason why I need to play Apo instead of App, I think. Like, I have to try to draw more vowels. I think that's the only reasonable path to victory here. I mean, I guess I could... The problem is there's just nowhere to bingo. Like, I'm so unlikely to hit a word ending in an A or an O here. I don't see something like this making sense. Yeah, I think I need to score. The 3 E's are not actually that awful here, I don't think. Like, I can play P next turn. I think Apo is right. I have no idea. I need to save some time for the end game though too. That's the other thing. Like it could get complicated, and I'm gonna need more than a minute or two. So I'm gonna play this. Interesting draw. Wow. Interesting play. Okay. Well, now I have a decision to make. I mean, I guess it's actually not that much of a decision. I feel like I've got to play here. It's just a question of what. So the Y or the W's got to go here. I don't think I'm going to want to empty the bag. Weepy doesn't fit. Like, I'd have to be scoring a lot of points to justify emptying. I mean, U is definitely the most intuitive play. Scores, it leaves one in the bag. The thing I don't love about this situation, well, there's several things, like, that make me not optimistic about winning this game, regardless of what I do. There's 2 O's left. I'm worried the bot's going to just play, like, Jot here and outscore me. There's also the spot to drop the J here. Yeah, like, the problem is I don't really want the J because I don't want to have to waste a turn playing it, but I feel like the bot is going to always score pretty well with it. Yeah, I think still probably playing 3 is the move. I feel like if I play 2, then the bot too often just drops 1 up there and puts me in another tricky spot. I think U is probably the move. Or, I mean, no, I don't think I want to play Q and keep the Y, right? The P is probably easier to use than the Y. Yeah, I think U. I'm not liking my chances, I'll be honest. But I think this is probably as good as I'm going to do here. All right, yeah, let's do this. If I can get the S2, then, I mean, I'm going to need a very good draw here. That is not a very good draw, I don't think. Yeah, no S, neither of the O's. I mean, yeah, there's just, the problem is the bot's going to have too many decent options for the J. Like, it's going to have Jot here. It's going to be able to drop the J. Unless I can come up with another endgame miracle like I did on Monday, I don't think I can make this happen. Have the word Peruke, P-E-R-U-K-E. Nowhere good to play it. I could probably go out in 2. Like, I could play... I mean, I have, like, Eek here. I could do Eek and Puree. I just don't see that being enough. I guess this could get interesting. Like, if the bot doesn't already have the J somehow, then I wonder what it'll do. But I feel like, again, whatever it does, it's going to end up with the J, and it's going to have multiple good options for it, and I'm down already. I don't see myself outscoring it here. Let's see what it does. But yeah, I'm not loving my chances. And the bot plays Fens for 20, which kind of makes me think it didn't have the J, but who knows? Either way, I think I'm sunk, because now I don't even have my out in 2 point. It's going to score. Like, it has Jot here, it has Joe here. It's going to get 30. I can't make up 50 points on 2 turns. It's just not possible, unfortunately. yeah, I don't even know if I can actually go out in 2 anymore, guys, because, yeah, my plan of Eek here, then I have nowhere for Pure. Guess I could play, like, Leaks here, setting up Puree. That's kind of weak, and it can just be blocked with Joe anyway. Anything here? Pier that doesn't... I mean, maybe Pier setting up Puke is actually correct. Honestly, that might be best for spread. If I can't go out in 2, that probably is. Yeah, I mean, this just doesn't leave me anything good for my K. Yeah, Pier setting up Puke is probably optimal. If I don't think I'm going out in 2. Anything I play up top can just be blocked easily. I don't have another spot on the bottom. There's just not enough places to play a lot of tiles. I guess I could also play, like, I could try to do something like Eek instead of Puke this way. Yeah, maybe this is right, because Puke is pretty tough to block. Actually, yeah, I mean, it could play like Took, I guess, but then it's... I think it probably just lets me have Puke. This is probably right. Yeah, this is probably the best thing I can do. Unless I even go crazier and do this, setting up Keep. Hey, maybe I do that. No, because then I think it plays Tune and Earn, saving the J in both spots. Yeah, I think this is the right compromise, because then I don't think it can block while going out in 2. All right, let's try this. Oh, so it's... Wait. Oh, it's just not going to block. I see. It's just going to force an out in 2. Okay, yeah, that's fair. And I guess I can't go out now? Is that the deal? Yeah, I still can't go out. All right, so yeah, we just play Puke. Not worth it to block Joe. And it's going to go out with Joe, and it's going to win. Okay. Yeah. Good game. 421, 398. I'm quite confident that wasn't winnable in the end game. Tough turns this game, as we had on Monday. Let's request a computer analysis. I'll just take a quick look at that end game. But yeah, I don't imagine there was anything. Let me just make sure there's nothing crazy or obvious I missed here. Yeah, no. Yeah, there's definitely no win in the end game. I'm curious if Eek was correct. It would be satisfying to at least play the end game optimally. But let's sit tight, wait for the computer analysis, and we will be right back. Okay, computer analysis is ready, and wow, BestBot does not think I played well this game. Uh-oh, it's saying 2.3 mistakes, guys. That's pretty bad. Okay, that does not make me feel great. Let's see what it thinks I should have done differently. I hope I didn't, like, miss some sort of massive bingo or something. All right, let's see. The bot plays Lionoid. All right, wow. It really doesn't like my exchange. It wants me to play Flock by 3%. Okay. I guess that S setup is just really good long-term. Because the thing with the exchange, right, is exactly what happened. Yeah, the bot is going to just overlap and kill lines easily, and Flock does at least make it harder to overlap in some cases. So I guess it's more of a long-term play with Flock, right? Trying to keep the board more open, setting up that S-hook as opposed to cleaning up the rack immediately. What I would argue is, though, it's like you're not going to hit that S-hook immediately with DJYS, and it's probably going to get blocked or taken sooner or later, so... Yeah, I don't know. I still don't mind the exchange here, but can't argue with a medium mistake. That's pretty significant. All right, Endemics looks good. Oh, yeah, I guess there is Lemnisci here, but there's no good reason to do that. Bot plays Wud. Doesn't like Gadded. Really? It wants me to just play Add. I saw that. I did not like it. AD, yeah, maybe I need to be less adverse to these 5-tile leaves than I am. I don't know. I mean... 82.4% mistake. Wow. How much more does Gadded actually give back? Opponent averages 37.9 versus 29.1. Okay, I guess that's the problem. Gadded just gives back too much, huh? Although we average 6 more after Gadded as well. But yeah, I guess I maybe got a little impatient here. I mean, I knocked down much. It didn't feel like a matter of impatience. It just felt like Gadded was a better play, but clearly I underestimated how much it gives back. All right, Bob plays Byro. And again, it wants me to play AH by almost 3%. Yeah, I guess I just misevaluated how bad these 5-tile leaves are. I mean, I constantly go off about how much I hate keeping these 5-tile leaves with low-scoring tiles that are kind of clunky. But, I mean, I bingo 30%. I guess I can't argue with that. Maybe between the open S and the open A, I guess it's not that bad. 30% is decent. It's just that the 70% of the time I don't bingo, I'm miserable because I have all these one-pointers. But I am down a little bit, so maybe I need to take a little more of a chance. Leaves the S open as well. So, all right, doesn't like hoist. Or, yeah, it doesn't like hoist. Saluter's only bingo, so I got to play right here. Bot plays X. Zeta is more or less forced. And then, all right, it doesn't like cavity at all. Wants me to play... Really? Okay, like this I don't agree with. Yeah, 5.5% mistake, huh? I could see Ivy. I'm surprised Ivy is, wow, 4.3 better. Is it just the give back again? Let's see. Yeah, opponent average is 45 after cavity. That's just too much, huh? Versus 34 and change. Yeah, it just gives back too much again, guys. Okay, I think kind of like... Get it. I guess I just underestimated how much it gives back. But I don't understand Void, because the bot's not going to open. Like, what am I going for here? Am I missing something? The bot's just going to, like, play on the left here or something. Like, I don't like this move at all. I think this is a simulation error where the sim is assuming that BestBot's going to open the board more than it will, because the bot's equity plays... Top equity plays often do open the board in the way that it won't do in real life. Yeah, I don't think Void is right. I could see Ivy over Cavity, though. So either way seems like a mistake. Lancer keeping JQ? Wow. That is not what I expected. I might have played Jarl here. Looks weird stopping one before double word, but I can't do anything that great. If I have, like, an S, I'll score mid-30s. It's not that exciting. Keeping JQ with still some heavy consonants out feels very dangerous, especially on a board that's not that open. Wow, that's a gutsy play to make, honestly. It wants me to play Goop. I saw it, but I didn't think keeping EEI was advisable. Is it the give back again? Let's see. Opponent just averages a lot more after Vogie. I guess it's between... But why? I guess it's because of this spot here, next to the I and the O? That feels like it wouldn't give back that much, but okay. Maybe there's some inside plays between Lancer and Vogie here? A little surprised by that, but alright. The bot plays QI, makes sense. And it does want me to play app. I kept, like, seeing all these plays and just getting them wrong, apparently, according to the computer. Wow, like, literally, it's so interesting. Like, every time, I didn't just miss anything. Like, I saw all these plays and chose the one every single time that the computer disagreed with. That rarely happens. App, huh, for 30, keeping EEEO. That just feels, I don't know. I guess not. Is not giving back Joe that big a deal? Like, I feel like it's not going to get J-Stick. It still has Jun. I didn't feel like it was that big a deal. But I don't know. That's a very complicated position. And wow, it plays batshit here. I mean, I would have probably just played the J. This feels so much more intuitive to me. Like, you're getting rid of the J. You don't have to deal with it anymore. I mean, I guess it's thinking after bad shit, right? Like, if I do play under the E, it is going to have JO. Plays up there. Like, it makes sense. But it just doesn't really feel necessary. Like, you can still play bad shit on your next turn if you want to. You probably won't want to because it would empty the bag at that point. But it's not like bad shit blocks anything. Yeah, I guess maybe some of it's timing, too. Leaving 4 in the bag isn't necessarily great. Because then I'm going to be able to make a solid play that doesn't empty. Yeah, I don't know. I would have definitely dropped the J here, but... Yeah, what do I know? I seem to keep disagreeing with the computer this game. The computer won, so I should probably shut up. And wow, it really likes Pew. Again, I saw that play, but I was like, why would I play the P and keep the Y here? I don't really know. I really don't know, guys. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me. I'm not gonna lie. Again, U seems fine. And the bot plays Fens. Oh, it did have the J. Okay, so it had a lot of options here. All right, well, equals the optimal endgame, so my endgame was good at least. That's cool. And then, yeah, so interesting. No, like, egregious blunders this game. I was worried when it said 2.3. I made, like, a bunch of, some egregious blunder. I didn't miss a bingo or miss some massive play or anything. Just a lot of allegedly small to medium mistakes. A couple of them I kind of agree with in hindsight. A couple of them I kind of don't. Yeah, interesting game. Very difficult game to play, as we can see. And the crazy thing is there were like 6 turns where I saw the best play and I considered it and I decided my play was better and the computer disagreed. So, yeah, a lot of dissonance there between my opinion and the analyzer's opinion. So, yeah, curious you guys' thoughts on any or all of those turns. Difficult game, tough loss, but it was still interesting. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I appreciate your support. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all soon for the next one. Bye-bye.